Hello, everyone. So, as you probably saw by the title, I found this ABC article from 2012. I found it while trying to look for some, well, I guess, I not really Flash, but online rhythm games, and I found this article, and it kind of intrigued me, because I never have heard any news networks covering a game unless it was, like, super controversial or something like that. But no, this one is a one-off thing talking about how it fails to create a family groove. So I'm gonna read and as like a Rhythm Heaven like not connoisseur. I was gonna say connoisseur. I guess fanatic. These are just normal people, and I will see what their problems are. Rhythm Heaven Fever sounds like a funky music game for the whole family. Unfortunately, it is not. Instead of being an all-inclusive multiplayer game about tapping or grooving to the beat, this game starts off as a solo event with mini-games to be finding the beat devilishly hard. Okay. I'm pretty sure on the back of Wii boxes it says, I'm not 100%. I think it says like how many players can play. Doesn't it? I don't know. Um, Second off, it's not that hard at all. Hole in One is like one of the easiest mini games of the whole game. It's simple. You listen to the beat. Basically, these people just don't have rhythm. That's the thing. It's not that the game is bad. It's or that like it has a huge difficulty curve. It's just they don't have rhythm. I don't think they understand the point of the game. It isn't a game that celebrates your inner rock star. Instead, it is a game that beats you down by requiring precision tapping that isn't easily attainable. So, what did I think this was going to be? Guitar Hero? Guitar Hero is probably even harder. I. Uh, okay. Rhythm Heaven Fever is the second in the Rhythm Heaven game series introduced in the United States from Nintendo, and the first that is playable on the Wii. It is a very similar structure to the 2009 Rhythm Heaven Nintendo DS game. I thought it came out in 28. I mean 28. I'm pretty sure Rhythm Heaven DS came out in 2008. Yeah, I'm correct. Yes, July 31st, 2008. So they're also wrong about that. It's very similar in structure to a 2009 Rhythm Heaven Nintendo DS game in that it is filled with over 50 minigames that challenge you to keep the beat in zany and unusual circumstances. It features unique minigames that vary greatly. In one, you rhythmically, my bad, stab at peas with a fork as they zip past you, whereas in another you swing at a golf ball tossed to you by a monkey. Each of the minigames is short, with most taking about 2 to 3 minutes to complete. The characters are cartoony and comical, and most of the gameplay situations are interesting and bizarre. Some of the minigames are really fun to play and provide you with an ability to zone in to the beat, to do really fun things like kick soccer balls or screw heads onto robots. But others just don't work right, like the one where you are asked to shake a tambourine to the beat by tapping the A button, then switching to banging it, hitting both A and B at the same time. What do you mean? It works perfectly. Have these people even held a Wii remote before? At the beginning of Wii Sports, you have to hold A and B at the same time. So how is this any different? I mean, you have to press it simultaneously, but it's not like you have to tap it super fast. The monkey goes pretty slow with that tambourine hitting. When he's like stomping the floor, you gotta watch out for that. That is a little tricky, but when he's using the tambourine, he goes like super slow. But how is that any different from like the opening of Wii Sports, where you have to press A and B at the same exact time? Keep in mind to get into the actual game. At times, the buttons on the Wii Remote don't register your actions fast enough, so it's very... Okay, now about this. I will give it this. When you first start playing, it is very hard to play with the Wii Remote. I gotta admit that. That could just be my preference too, because I played the DS with the flicking, and I played Mega Mix with buttons. And it's just like the A button on the Wii Remote is just really thick, and it's just not easy to grasp. Once you play it after a while, you get the hang of it. But like, it's just like the button's so thick, you don't know how far down to press, and you gotta do it quick too. So I will give them that. You do have to like learn a little bit. You gotta get in the hang of it for the Wii Remote. Um, this rhythm game collection could have been a blast if it was structured differently. Quick, quirky minigames can always find an audience on the Wii, which is why the WarioWare game series has been so popular. But minigames like these need to be accessible to the right from the big start, so the players can jump right in. But you do. You absolutely do. Um, they are accessible right from the start. The beginning one is seriously just pressing A to the beat, basically. It's not like the rhythm test where you're pressing it every like 7 beats, but it's like it's pretty simple. I'm sure if I threw hole in one in front of somebody, I'm sure they'd be able to do fairly well on it. It's not that hard of a game to do. It's just a calm golf with monkeys. Instead of giving players a selection of minigames to explore, Rhythm Heaven Fever opens with just one minigame. Yeah, it's called Progression. I don't think WarioWare opens up with other games either. I think you have to beat other games to go into other games. It's called Progression. If you just give everyone at the start, that's not fun. What would they? They'd get bored fairly quickly. They'd be like, okay, this one sounds cool. This one sounds cool. No, they're making you play every single game, making sure you get good at it, and then moving on to the next one. There's a reason. It is a golfing game about timing your swing to hit golf balls that are tossed to you. The balls lobbed by the little monkey are easy to hit, but instead of letting you warm up this way, the minigame also includes fast balls, thrown by a man or a monkey, and interchanges these two pitchers. I guess if they wanted to make it easy, it's just like the one. But how hard is it? He's like, ooh, ooh, boy, and you hit it. It's not that hard at all. Honestly, it's probably my favorite part. Achieving the passing score needed to unlock the game will probably take repeated practice. Now, this could be just me, because I have phenomenal rhythm. I should show you my rhythm test from Rhythm Tengoku. It was almost perfect. Anyway, um, I got a superb on at first try. Probably a perfect, honestly. It's not a hard game at all. If I give it to my dog, he would get a superb on at first try. I don't know, it's such an easy game. Um, so you will want to steel yourself to frequently see the try again screen, and there is no progress bar on the screen to let you know how you were doing. Why would it have a progress bar? To show you when it's gonna end? I feel like that would distract you. Why would you need that there? Like, I guess what are you doing, but it's like, then it's like, I don't know. The whole point is you're supposed to get into the groove of the rhythm. If you're looking to make sure you're doing good, you're probably not. You're gonna be paying attention to that more than paying attention to the rhythm, and then you're gonna end up getting a worse score. There was absolutely no point. The only time they didn't really do that. They did something similar in Rhythm Tengoku with the Karate Man. They had like a little flow bar. I don't really know what it was about. It was just like hit 5 pots and then the hearts fill up. I don't know. I guess you're showing because I mean it was the first mini game, so it's like showing how good your flow was. But then they added it into like every other one, like the remixes and the sequel. The sequel's weird. It's like I just thought my game was about to crash the first time I played it. Anyway, um, but your woes don't stop there. They don't. Instead of simply opting to try again, as suggested on the screen when you fail, you are sent back to the tutorial, where it will take you multiple clicks before you can once again try the minigame. It's called the minus button. The minus button skips the tutorial if you didn't know that. Man. It shows you in the corner of the screen. It's not even like small. It's pretty big. Pretty big. If you survive the frustration of the first minigame, an all in-game cafe will open up and the barista will monitor your future progress through the game, offering you the ability to skip a particularly difficult minigame after having failed it repeatedly. Other options are also unlocked as you play through the game. Rhythm toys, new music, unending games, and the two-player mode. In the latter, two players compete head-to-head on the same screen using two remotes. However, unlocking some of these options won't mean anything until you play the minigames with such precision that you earn medals. You do not have to play them with precision. You just have to be good. Like, how hard is it to get a superb? I've gotten a superb on almost every... I can't even say I've gotten a superb on every Rhythm Heaven game ever. Freaking Maui Duop 2 and Rockers 2. And for some reason, Shoot 'em Up 2. I don't understand why I can never get Shoot 'em Up 2. The other two I understand. I never understand Shoot 'em Up 2. I'm just like two little ships, and then I get an okay. It's like, are you serious? How strict do you want to be? The medals are needed to activate things like new music and rhythm toys. What do you mean new music? Oh, that's right. I completely forget. I always forget that's a feature. Is like you can like listen to the music. I always just wish you can like listen, like put on the music, and then go back to like the game menu. It only like lets you play the music in the separate menu. It's a kind of I don't know. I rather like let it play and then you'd be able to exit out to like the Rhythm Heaven menu and then it's like, oh, your music's still playing. It's awesome. I think we're almost done. Blah, 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 blah. Again, the game is completely tied into being really accurate. A goal many players will never have the patience to attain. Man, I'm like, okay. That's the whole point. You're supposed to be precise. Because it's your rhythm. Another beef with the structure of this game is that it doesn't provide any way to adjust the difficulty level. Because it's easy. It's easy. If I were to rank the Rhythm Heaven games in easiness, this would be number 3. Number 4 being the easiest and number 1 being the hardest. It would be number 1, the DS, number 2, Game Boy Advance, number 3, Fever, number 4, Megamix. Megamix is really easy. Okay, maybe they should have played Megamix. I don't know. But that's the whole point. You're supposed to test your rhythm. If you're not getting it accurate, that means you have terrible rhythm. Just admit it. I'm sure nobody cares. I probably had pretty bad rhythm at first, and then I played Rhythm Heaven, and then I got really good. Now I play rhythm games all the time, and it's probably only getting better. Hopefully it didn't sound like my ego was too big. There's nothing wrong with making a level challenging for a select audience, but if you do that, also make a level that's playable for kids and casual gamers. No. No. The developers can make the game however they want, and there is no point in putting a baby mode in Rhythm Heaven when it's pretty already an easy game enough. Just admit that you don't have good rhythm. That's all you have to say. That's all you have to say. Also, puzzling is a complete lack of motion controls. Playing on the Wii is all about using the Wii remote to create movements. No, it's not. People don't have to use a sensor if they want to. Look at Wii Chess. They didn't use the pointer, and that would have been perfect. But Rhythm Heaven had no reason to use a pointer, and they didn't. The only part they put it in was probably the only necessary part, which was choosing your mini game. Other than that, it was completely unnecessary. And they knew that. So they only included it in the necessary part. Even though I hardly use it anyway, I still use the D-pad. This game is played by using the Wii Remote buttons and does not let the player feel the beat by moving their controller. It's a shame. I guess if you wanted to feel more immersed in it, I guess. I don't know. I mean, sure, I would love to have like a VR and punch as Karate Joe or slice as Dog Ninja, but hey, who knows? I don't know if you can see the date down there, but today is February 17th. This is being recorded in the morning of the Nintendo Direct. And if you don't know, it is Rhythm Heaven's 15th anniversary this year. We need a new Rhythm Heaven game for Switch. That would be incredible. Please, Nintendo. Please. Okay, let's get back to this and finish this up. Here's the bottom line. Unless you relish the challenge of an exceedingly difficult rhythm game, skip this game. If you're looking for a family music game, try bringing in the funk with rhythm games like Lego Rock Band, The Beatles Rock Band, Let's Tap, and Elite. What is Let's Tap? I've never heard of Let's Tap before. And then I think the rest is, yes, the rest is just like more idols. Obviously everyone's heard of like the Rock Band. I've heard about Elite Beat Agents. I'm pretty sure the game's expensive, so I probably won't be playing it anytime soon. But what is Let's Tap? I've never heard of Let's Tap. What in the world? I'm kind of interested. Gameplay. Let's Tap consists of a number of minigames that require the players to tap a flat surface with their hands to play. The game requires the player to set the Wii Remote face down on a flat, stable surface, with the accelerometer picking up their vibrations as they tap the surface to move an on-screen character in a race, inflate a balloon, create ripples in a pool of water, or paint swirls on a canvas. I guess that sounds kind of cool. Anyway, I'm sure only like one of you made this far. Thank you, that one person. Who knows? Maybe you are that one person. Anyway, yeah. So don't listen to this ABC News article from, what was it, 2012? Don't listen to it from 2012. Listen to me. Play Rhythm Heaven. And if it gets released on Switch, buy it on Switch. But I think as of right now, I think Megamix is the most easily accessible game right now. Cause it's like, oh, okay, all I gotta do is buy an eShop card, and then bam, I got my copy of Megamix. With GBA, you'd have to order it from China. Yes, I know it's homebrew, but it's still playable. And then the DS is just hard to get in general. And then with Fever, if you want a physical edition, man, get ready to show out some bones. But if you're trying digital, it's only $20. Yeah, I don't know why it all of a sudden raised up in price. Just probably because like all the streamers are playing it now. I don't know. Trying to bump up our prices for our favorite game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you thought it was informational. And we'll see what happens with today's direct. I want news on New Rhythm Heaven and news on Prime 4. All I want. Come on, Nintendo. I'm a simple man. Give me what I want. That's a little too harsh. Please, Nintendo. Please give me what I want. You're just gonna end it there. I don't know if it can get any weirder from here.